Part 246, line 22e5c Tetrahedron, rotation, circumscribed, sphere, cube, vertex, 5G Wow Seti. There's the alien radio signal, and there's the tetrahedron shape. And we're going to click on this side here, and it spins around like that. Okay? Cool, eh? So June 11th, 2012 is when I started doing the research. Today is the 24th of June. Seeing the tetrahedron rotation makes me think of the inner core of the UFO spaceship engineering design ideas I found earlier in lines 1 to 17. There must be a list of components to go with this tetrahedron to make it work. Equation Wiki, tetrahedron. In geometry, a tetrahedron, plural tetrahedron, is a polyhedron composed of 4 triangular faces, 3 of which meet at each vertex. It has 6 edges and 4 vertices. 6 edges and 4 vertices. Remember the cube, matrix cube? It had 6 and then 4 in the middle. The tetrahedron is the only convex polyhedron that has 4 faces. The tetrahedron is the 3-dimensional case of the more general concept of Euclidean simplex. The tetrahedron is one kind of pyramid, which is a polyhedron with a flat polygon base and triangular face connecting the base to a common point. In the case of a tetrahedron, the base is a triangle. Any of the 4 faces can be considered the base, so a tetrahedron is also known as a triangular pyramid. Like all convex polyhedra, a tetrahedron can be folded from a single sheet of paper. It has 2 necks. For any tetrahedron, there exists a sphere, the circumsphere, the tetrahedron's vertices lie on the sphere's surface. June 11, 2012. Keyword here is circumsphere. Because we need to create a sphere shape from the middle part of the core of the UFO spaceship, we want to design. In geometry, quote from Wiki, a circumscribed sphere or a polyhedron is a sphere that contains the polyhedron and touches each of the polyhedron's vertices. The word circumsphere is sometimes used to mean the same thing. When it exists, a circumscribed sphere needs not to be the smallest sphere containing the polyhedron. For instance, the tetrahedron formed by a vertex of a cube, there's the word cube there, the cube matrix, and its 3 neighbors has the same circumsphere as the cube itself, but can be contained within a smaller sphere having the 3 neighboring vertices on its equator. So it's saying it can be contained within a smaller sphere. I wonder if this is the inner part, the middle part, that you're supposed to use this design so that it spins around inside and stays up. Yeah, that would work. Right? Because look at, see how it stays? This part here stays pretty stable. And this part here just goes back and forth, rotates a bit. So you would put your middle, your circle thing on top of this, and this would spin it around. Interesting. Anything of that, eh? Cool, eh? Okay, so all regular polyhedra have circumscribed spheres, but most irregular polyhedra do not have one. Since in general not all vertices lie on a common sphere, it is possible to define the smallest containing sphere for such shapes. The radius of sphere circumscribed around a polyhedron P is called the circumradius of P. The circumscribed sphere is a 3-dimensional analog of the circumscribed circle. June 11, 2012. Keyword is a cube. Stands out. We have a cube matrix set of mathematical equations in the WOW data which has something to do with the designs and what you'll need to use to create it. Add the formulas and components of the matrix and the cube. The keywords to look for are polyhedron, only in line 22e5 as of 11th of June. So as of 11th of June I did the research here. And that's where I found it. I'm still researching line 22, by the way. I'm not done. I will be researching line 22e10, and then I have lines 23, 24, and all the way up to 27 still to do, okay? So it could come up again. Circumradius of P, nowhere in WOW as of June, so it's not coming up yet. Vertices, line 22e5, and I just did a vertices today. I haven't searched it. So June 24th, vertices did come up again. Line 18A3Z5B, uniform convergent tetrahedra Isomer hydrocarbon cracking 5G Wow Seti. So that tetrahedron comes up in line 18. Quote, so what I did was went to that video to see what was on it. So tetrahedra is a models for the carbon atom. I for drawings. One can consider the carbon atom is the center of the tetrahedron. So I wonder if you use the design of the carbon atom on top of your tetrahedron to do the little thingy in the middle. With labeled or colored vertices denoting the bonded atoms or groups. Again, we were talking about bonding in all of line 22 videos, so you want to go through all the videos to see what they say how to do the bonding. So it must be showing us how to bond the carbon atom, because carbon atom is also studied, on top of this thing here. Okay. That's an ethane molecule with 6 substituents. So the other one has 8, and this one has 6. 6 molecules that are going to be in it to create it. A free rotation, so it helps with rotation, about the central CC bond could be drawn as follows. Okay. From the Arrangement of Atoms in Space, 1874 to 77, by J.H. Van Hoppe. Now that's a really old one, eh? He talks about something. He talks about this Vertex thing. Yale, he's from Yale too. Come up as Vertex. Okay, so line 18A, 3W5, nanoscale excited neutrinos, metal ion sputtering UFO 5G Wow Seti. If you look at that video, you'll learn more about this vertices theory from this fella here. And just so you know, there are a bunch more that came up in line 22. They've just been filmed this week. I haven't done the cross-referencing yet, but if you look in line 22, you'll find out more about the Vertex, okay? Keyword formula with Vertex are DNA tetrahedron, DNA nanotechnology plus DNA double helix plus matrix plus Q. So that's it for that video, and if I might have a little bit of time left to do the next one. We'll see.